What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Purefoy back with another reaction. I'm excited to do this reaction on this video because I saw it last week as the NCAA tournament started, and there's been so much controversy around it. And if Tom Izzo is wrong in this situation, and I'm gonna go into what I think about this, in my opinion, on today's culture and society, and why society is very soft. All right. But before I get into all that, before I start the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know how it goes. There's a little button on the video, one of there. Just subscribe to the channel for more reactions, man. It'd be greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let's check it out.
Look here. It was called on the floor as a long two. And again, Michigan State, just some infighting. And, well, I tell you, Aaron Henry is all over Tom Izzo. That is.
All right. I have to pose the question, is society becoming too soft? When I was growing up playing ball, there was none of the players that I played with, the coaches that I've had, because I had plenty of them that I played basketball through high school, and we never talked back to our coach like that. If we made mistakes, he held us accountable, and we had to learn from it and make the adjustment. It was never, I'm gonna go back at my coach. Now, listen, I don't know the parameters around Tom Izzo and Gabe Brown, I think the player's name, and why this happened. If they have this type of relationship to do this, go back and forth like this. But I've never seen a player do this to a coach that they actually played for and respected. Listen, the society is so soft, and we're at a tipping point where there are young adults and even younger kids who feel as if they can talk back to adults and talk to them any kind of way, cuss them out. It's that bad. It's that bad. And we just have to ask ourselves, society has to be careful, man. It has to be. At no point do I believe that this player should talk to his coach that way. Now, obviously, the player felt like the mistake was on another player. But all Tom Izzo was trying to do, in which they didn't show before in the little clip, before this clip we just saw, there was a part before where he was trying to get the two players that were arguing with each other back to the locker room. And Gabe Brown looked at Tom Izzo and said something to him. When you go and play for these coaches and go to these programs and all that stuff that you play for, the Dukes, the Carolinas, the Michigan States, the blue collar teams, Kentucky's, these coaches are going to hold you accountable for your mistakes. And you have to understand that. It doesn't matter if your teammate made the mistake and you didn't. You're a team. So if he makes a mistake, you all make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? We just have to be very, very careful about what we're preaching to these kids, man, that they can just feel as if they can be disrespectful. Now, obviously, I said, this is my opinion. I don't know what all transpired and what type of relationship Tom Izzo has with his players, but I just know for a fact that you made a mistake. You got to learn from that lesson and get and make the adjustment. That's it. Don't yell at your coach. He ain't the one out there playing. And my last thing into society, going from last year in April when Michael Jordan, my example, Michael Jordan dropped The Last Dance documentary. His arch nemesis was the Detroit Pistons. For 2 years, he got beat in the NBA playoffs by them to in the Eastern Conference Finals to get to the NBA Finals, where he wanted to be. But the Pistons beat him up mentally and physically, and they couldn't get past him, even getting to a Game 7. Did Jordan complain about any of that? No, he didn't. He took what he learned from those losses, and he got in the weight room, and he said, you know what? Instead of them dishing it to me, I'm going to dish it back to them, and I'm going to show them the guy that I really am. And what happened the next year? What happened the next year? They swept the Detroit Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals, and it went on to win the NBA team's first ever NBA championship. A lot of kids aren't made that way anymore, man. It's as if we hand kids participation trophies. This is how weak society is now. We hand kids participation trophies. We're coming in 15th place. 15th place, bro. Like, come on, man. 15th place? I don't care if you're second place, bro. You lost. All right. It's you have to take your losses, learn, and go back to the drawing board and then come back better. But kids want participation trophies, so they feel as if they don't have to become better. Society has to be careful because the real world is not cut out for you to get a participation trophy. If you're not doing what you got to do, you will lose, and it will hit your pockets and it will hit everything else. And so this is just my thoughts, man. At the end of the day, kids need to know what the real world is. And if we're sitting here babying them and telling them that it's okay, baby, you came in 20th place, but you still did a great job. No. Yeah, I'm glad you showed up, but you lost. All right, you lost, and you gotta get better. Get better. It's not saying that you're terrible. It's just that where are you getting your motivation from to try to be the best at whatever you're trying to do? And so that's just my rant on society today. I took this down a whole dark road, especially with seeing this, because there's no discipline. There's no motivation for you to want to be the greatest. Like, it's always, well, we lost, but we showed up. No, bro, you lost. You lost. Your goal should want to be the best. And if you don't want to be the best, then hey, you don't need to be around me. So that's all I got to say. Listen, society just has to be very careful, man, because we're at a point where, like I said, things are just very sensitive and soft, and these kids don't really know what the real world's gonna be like and hit them when they get to being an adult, man. But when it's all said and done, that's not my problem. All I can do is take care of me. But if you like this video, man, or if you enjoyed this reaction to this video, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. More reactions coming, man. It's your boy Purefoy. I'm out, baby.